back down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. It's 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerome Baker. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. He'll drop to throw. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Back to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. And that's complete ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Williams brings it in. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They're going to look to throw, being chased out left. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Mecole Hardman. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints. Well, we thought they needed a big drive to get them right back in this game to start the third quarter. They did one better than that. They just returned the opening kickoff.
And what you gain with that is obviously the points on the board. You gain momentum, and now your team's all fired up. And you save time. You didn't have to use a drive to get it downfield. One big play, that leaves you plenty of time left to continue to mount the comeback.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. ETN once more. A 1st down and more. ETN. Touchdown, Falcons. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Now back to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Griffin there on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Parsons on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jeremy Chin picks it off. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now the Falcons will bring the offense back out, and they'll go for two. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
So gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion.
And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
2nd and 3. On the move to his left, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 10.
41-yard line.
No, check that. We're going to Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. It's a party now. It's a party now.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
A handoff for Etienne. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Etienne. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man right side is Tony. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So the Falcons again going for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything, Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Saints come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defense